Hello and good morning. My name is Charlene Smith and I am here today to discuss the fixture that is taking place, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Now, as we know, Arsenal have had a lovely winter break and now it is time to get back to work, get back to business and get some points on that Premier League table. Listen, thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. As you can see, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm feeling quite vibrant, and today is a must-win game. We do know that Crystal Palace did play during the week in the FA Cup where they were knocked out by Everton. I don't think the fans were too happy, and things perhaps ain't, in the greatest of positions for Crystal Palace. Arsenal, prior to the international break, results weren't really going our way. We really struggled to score goals. We've had some lovely time away in the sun in the beautiful Dubai, but now it is back to business, time to score goals again, something that we have been lacking. Thank you so much to all of you for joining me this morning. Big up to Ashake saying, morning Charlene, how are you? And it was great hearing you from BBC Radio 5 Live earlier today, previewing today's game. Are you confident? And you're looking beautiful. Thank you so much, Ashake. I really appreciate your support. You are a regular, and thank you so much for waking up super early to tune in and listen to me preview today's game. And the thing is, Ashake is a Chelsea fan, so this really does mean a lot to me. Thank you for greeting me. Yeah, you can see like I've just woken up. Not literally just, but yeah, it's quite early, and yeah, so thank you. But I am actually feeling quite confident about today's game. I feel like Palace have been struggling. They have got a few players that are out. Elise is the player that I fear a lot. And I'm sure a lot of other Arsenal fans will be, feeling the same. That's sort of the player that you look out for. Elise, Eze, these young, vibrant talents. So I don't think he is going to be taking part in today's game, which, you never wish any injuries on any players. But, that sort of works in our favour. But I feel like today, Arsenal are going to bounce back. They're going to show the resilience. They're going to show what we're about. And I feel like we will get the 3 points today. I don't want to underestimate any team. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But today is a must-win game. Listen, nothing less than 3 points is what I'm expecting. C2 Seds is saying, hi, Charlene. Hello, good morning to you. How are you today? And you are looking beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, guys. You guys really do, brighten up my day. Thank you so much. I'm feeling really happy to see Arsenal return. Hey, Shah, we're going to do this. Got faith, and we're going to get a result today. Come on, you Gunners. See, this is what I love about the Arsenal fan base. We have got such amazing fans who really get behind the team, have that faith, have that belief, and it's also very evident in the stadium as well. We really do get behind the team, and I really do love this energy. We are the 12th man. Let's just keep this going. And don't worry, Charlene, this time I won't predict an Arsenal win. Oh, we did actually say on the previous show, Ashoke did actually point out that when he predicts an Arsenal win, they seem to lose. But Ashoke, that's only been more recent. But listen, don't jinx us. Just don't predict nothing today. Have one day off of not predicting. Big up to everyone that is here joining me so early. Kihinde is saying, morning, and I pray we will win and get back to where we need to be. Listen, amen to that. That is exactly what we need to do. We need to be praying for the team. And the thing is, we have shown that, we can pick ourselves up. We have been in difficult situations. Do you guys remember when we were sitting in 20th place? We managed to pull ourselves out of that. So, we will bounce back from this. Hello, Charlene. Wilson is in the house. Big up to Wilson. So lovely to have you here in the house with us. What's your predicted lineup, Charlene? Okay, I'm going to give you my predicted lineup for today. And this is what I think Mikel Arteta will go with. First of all, let me just say before I go into this, it was so lovely to see Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Who missed Aaron? Listen, I love David Raya, but you know them saves that Aaron Ramsdale makes? Just seeing him in goal the other day just brought it all back like, oh my God, Aaron Ramsdale is amazing. And yeah, I do miss him a bit. So yeah, it was great to see Aaron in goal. I do feel like Mikel Arteta will revert back to David Raya. Big up to J1 Johnson saying we need Ramsdale back. It's not just about the saves that Aaron Ramsdale makes. It's just that confidence that he gives you from the back, and it just feeds out going forward. So yeah, I do miss him, but I do feel like it will be David Raya that will be back in goal today. Back four, I'm guessing it is going to be White, Saliba, Gabriel. I personally would play Kivior, but I think that Arteta will play Zinchenko if he is available, which I think he is available. So I reckon it will be Zinchenko that will, return back to that left back. But for me personally, I would actually play Kivior in that position. And let me know how you guys feel about that. By the way, I am missing Tomiyasu. Yeah, can't wait till he's back from international duties. In terms of the midfield, it's going to be our captain Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Kai Havertz. And the front three, I reckon it will be Saka, Martinelli, and we saw that Jesus should be back as well. So I reckon Arteta will revert back to Jesus. However, I personally would play Eddie Nketiah. So that is what I would do and what I think Mikel Arteta is going to do. Let me know how you guys are feeling about that. Donald, big up to you saying, hey, Charlene, despite our recent form, I'm going for 3-1 Arsenal. Let's go. I love this, Donald. I love that you have the belief in the team. And I think we will get 3 points today. J1 Johnson saying, Kiwior needs game time, otherwise he can't improve. Exactly. I totally agree with you. And he does show some really good qualities as well. So I do prefer or would like to see Kiwior playing ahead of Zinchenko today. Good morning, Charlene. I hope you're all well. It was great listening to you on BBC Radio 5 Live. Good morning, J1 Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning in. Honestly, it means so much to me to have you guys supporting, listening, reposting. So thank you so much. I honestly appreciate all of this love that you guys share. Wilson is saying this is a must-win game for the Gunners to get their title aspirations back on track. And I 100% agree with you, Wilson. Let me know in the comments as well, who still believes that we can win the Premier League this season. So we're in the Premier League, we're in the Champions League. Well, obviously we're in the Premier League. Forgive me, guys. It is like 8:23 a.m. in London right now. Who believes that we could either win the Premier League or the Champions League? I really, really want to know. And J1 Johnson, of course we have the best fans in the world. We are the best fans in the world and the best club. Come on, Arsenal. Wilson has also given his score prediction, which is a 2-0 Arsenal win. I mean, it will be great to just bounce back in that way, get 3 points, clean sheet, 2 goals. That would be amazing. Clinical Music is saying, not even unfair refereeing or VAR can stop us today. I agree. Today we are coming full strength. That is what we need. Okay, I've already done that. He's been with us from the beginning. David Raya is who J1 Johnson is talking about. He has, and not David Raya, sorry, Aaron Ramsdale is who J1 is talking about. That is right. Aaron, he made some big saves. Like, he's kept us in games. He's got us out of sticky situations. And did you see he almost got an assist the other day as well? Was it that Liverpool game? when he passed out the ball to Reece Nelson. I mean, that would have been amazing. But yeah, man, Aaron Ramsdale's done a lot for us. So, we can't just brush that aside. But on the other hand, we have to just trust in our manager also. Raya is still a great goalkeeper, though. I totally agree with you. I love David Raya. He is a great goalkeeper. Like, the problem is we have two good quality, great goalkeepers. So that is what the problem is. I mean, I'm not complaining about that at all. I don't want any of them to leave, There has been so many discussions about Aaron Ramsdale, being linked to other clubs and things like that. I do not want that, honestly. Like, I would be heartbroken if Aaron Ramsdale was to leave Arsenal. I'd be truly, truly gutted. So I do not want to be hearing that. Tyrell Gunner TV, big up to you, saying, hi Charlene, match day, it's a must win today. And also I miss Ramsdale. See, Tyrell misses Aaron Ramsdale as well. And we're definitely on that same energy and that same vibe. That today is a must win. Like, there is no excuses. The team, let's weigh this up. The Arsenal team have had a lovely break. They've had some warm weather training. Yeah. Crystal Palace played during the week. Crystal Palace have players out missing. Like, we need to be winning this game convincingly. I don't want no little lucky win or anything like that. I want us to go out there and really perform, because the reality is we can perform and we can create chances. We just can't score goals. So let's hope that we have got our firepower back. Read that one already. Sorry, guys. I am trying to stay on top of these messages. Let's just win and move on to the next one. And one game at a time. Come on, Arsenal. Absolutely. It's all about taking one game at a time. And after this fixture, I believe we've got quite a long break until our next game. I think we've got something like 9 or 10 days. No, about 9 days until we then play away to Nottingham Forest. So let's give it everything today. Yes, I will be at the game today. I will be at the Emirates Stadium. So I'm really looking forward to that. Who else is going to be at the Emirates? Let me know. Eddie should start. We shouldn't rush Jesus. I'm saying the same thing as well. I do have belief in Eddie. You guys know that I do prefer when Eddie starts games as opposed to him being subbed on. So let Eddie start. And someone did mention, I think it was when I was on Instagram Live, that Eddie may get a hat trick. I would love to see that. My prediction, I'll say 3-0. Listen, normally I give my prediction, towards the end of the show. And obviously I do my little match preview when I'm at the stadium, and I give my prediction then. But it seems as Tyrone has given his prediction, which is the same prediction I have for today, I might as well just give it to you guys now. I am also predicting a 3-0 Arsenal win today. Charlene, are you going to be watching with the AFTV today? Unfortunately, I will not be with AFTV today. I will be at the Emirates Stadium, and I'll be watching the game from there and supporting the team from the Emirates. What Bundesliga team do you support? I don't really have a Bundesliga team that I support. I support Arsenal, darling. The only way I see Arsenal winning the league is if they get a proper striker. Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Ashoke. It is looking that way. The fact that we are able to play such good football, but we haven't really got that, clinical finish. I do feel like, if we was to get someone like Ivan Toney, you guys know I've been eyeing him up for a number of years, actually. I've been watching Toney and really wanting him to come to Arsenal. If we get someone like him, we can really, really fight for the league. And it would be great if he does come in this transfer window. I'm just going to head down to the bottom. Who else is on that same vibe of wanting Ivan Toney to come to Arsenal? Now, obviously today he has returned back from his ban, and he is going to be captaining Brentford today in their match. But I really want Ivan to come in this transfer window. He didn't actually completely rule out a move in this transfer window. So the interview that he done on Sky Sports, he didn't completely write it off and say, look, I am not moving. Brentford is the club that I'm staying at. You know, he did actually mention, don't quote me word for word, but he did say along the lines of, you know, he wants to play for a big club. Arsenal is a big club. You know, he wants to be winning things. He didn't say that. He did say he wants to play for a big club. But come to Arsenal, darling. We'll welcome you with open arms. We are a big club. And, you know, we could potentially win the Premier League this season. So come along. I personally don't feel like it will be a disrespect to Brentford. This is my opinion. It's football, you know. There's transfers that take place. Players move from one club to another. You know, it's not like he'll be moving on a bad note. Arsenal have had an interest in him. He's been linked to Arsenal for some time. So, yeah, I don't feel like it will be a bad way to leave. That's my personal opinion. How do you guys feel about that? And is there any Brentford fans in the chat? If Toney is leaving Brentford, it's going to be Arsenal, no other club. I completely agree with you as well. You know, he wants to go to a big club. Of course, he's going to come to Arsenal. Listen, I totally agree with you. I just feel like, because who else is it? Is it Man U that's interested? I mean, oh, Chelsea. I think it's Chelsea, actually. If you weigh up the two, I mean, which team is, no offense, Ashoke, sorry, and any other Chelsea fans, but which team is he most likely to come to? Actually, look, J1's put here, Chelsea ain't a big club, so he's going to go there. J1 is firing this morning. Let's hope Arsenal's firing like this today on the pitch. Honestly, recently, Zinni has been giving. I love him. Nelson too. Need more match. He is going to be great. Okay, so it seems like Adik is saying he or she, would prefer for Zinni to start over Kivior and loves Reece Nelson. Listen, I absolutely love Reece Nelson as well. He shows a lot of qualities as well. Great player. I do feel like Martinelli would perhaps be the more preferred starting choice. However, I would be happy to see Reece Nelson start. So either one. It's nice when you can sort of say, you know, either player to play in a position. It's nice to have them options available. J1 is saying, hopefully we can pay up the 100 mil. And I want to know you guys' thoughts on the £100 million price tag that comes with Ivan Toney. Do you feel like he is worth it? Now, for me, I do feel like, you know, he is a great player. You know, it is quite difficult to get like a good clinical striker. I feel like he is Premier League proven. I feel like he will, you know, fit in really well to the team as well. £100 million, he is an England international. So I do feel like with the current climate that we're in, and the price tag that players are sort of with, I do feel like 100 mil, it is a lot, but I do feel like that is what I would pay. Ideally, 80 million would be good, but I would pay 100 mil, nothing more than that, for 100 mil. And I guess the question is, well, he's been out for X amount of months with his ban. You know, what's he going to be like when he comes back? The characteristics that I see in Ivan Toney is, you know, number one, we know he's got a bit of a personality and, you know, how do I put this? You know, when he's asked questions, he is a bit cocky with it, you know. For example, do you guys remember when he was asked by a fan, oh, what team do you play for? And he said something like, oh, no one's special. See, for me, I find that funny. You know, he's got like that sort of character about him. I do feel like, you know, he's learned from his mistakes. I do feel like he comes across as the type of player who wants to better himself, who wants to be focused, who has goals, aspirations, someone who really wants to progress on and make things happen. I do feel like he's going to be hungry for goals, hungry for success, and hungry to, you know, prove the doubters wrong and whatever. And, you know, he's got something to sort of prove is what I'm trying to say. So I do feel like he's going to come back and really, really have a lot to prove. and he's going to be wanting to score goals. You know, we heard in his interview that he sets himself his personal targets of how many goals he would like to score. I would love to hear that number, by the way. So I do feel like he's going to come back and really, really, you know, have an impact and want to score goals. And the fact that he's going to be holding the captain's armband today as well. I mean, that says a lot about Brentford, you know, the belief that they have in him. And that's only going to boost his ego. It's going to boost his confidence even more. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But I do feel like Ivan Toney is a very resilient player, you know, which is why I want him at Arsenal even more. George is saying wasting 65 mil on Kai is a sackable offence. I have to say, thank you for your opinion, but this is something that I disagree with. I feel like Mikel Arteta is a very good manager, and I feel like he does see the quality and strengths in players. I know, you know, when you spend something like 65 million on a player, you're expecting to see them come into the club and really just hit the ground running. But we have to take into consideration other factors. You know, he's coming from a Chelsea team who haven't been performing at the greatest. You can see he was very low on confidence. And I feel like Kai Havertz has been picking up. I mean, there was a game that we played and it was like, it was very evident that we was missing Kai Havertz. So for me, I don't feel like that was, you know, a wasted spend. I do feel like he has a bit of versatility, and I do feel like give him a bit of time and he will come good. Look at Declan Rice, who spent 105 milli. Sorry, guys, it is early, like I said, million, and now he's worth every penny. Listen, Declan Rice is a prime example. Declan Rice is a very, very special player. We spent 105 million on him, and we saw straight away from when Declan Rice put on that Arsenal shirt, he was born to do this. He was born to be at Arsenal Football Club. He showed quality, strength, leadership, captaincy. He showed everything that you want from a player. Declan Rice showed. And it doesn't feel like he's a new signing with the way he plays, the way he commands, everything about him. He just looks as if he's been, you know, at Arsenal forever. And that is something that I really, really do love about Declan Rice. And if we could get Ivan Toney in and he just slots right into the team in the same way that Declan Rice has been doing, then, you know, that is a win, and that is money well spent. So, yes. For me, Declan Rice is up there with Rodri. What do you think, Charlene? Listen, you guys know I am always singing Declan's praises. Declan Rice is the best. He's definitely up there. You know, great young player, England international, confident. You know, everything that I just listed a minute ago. So definitely a big player. Ivan Toney said he's ready and he wants to get going. Exactly. He's made it clear, and you can see from the way he talks and everything that he says, you can see that he's ready. He's hungry, and this is why it's even more so a good time for him to come to Arsenal. He's hungry for goals. We need goals. I mean, it's a win-win situation. Obviously, we got to take into consideration, you know, financial fair play, all of that. But bring him, Ivan, come. But listen, another question as well, because there has been talks, you know, about Eddie Nketiah, you know, being interest. I think, what team was it? West Ham, that have an interest in him. So the question to you guys is, if we was to get Ivan Toney in this transfer window, would you guys let go of one of our strikers? Now, I will give you my perspective on this. For me personally, I would hold on to Eddie Nketiah. I feel like Eddie Nketiah is a good player. He has good talents and stuff like that. I would hold on to Eddie. I wouldn't let him go. I would bring in Toney, hold on to Eddie. Now, my question is, like, I do love Gabriel Jesus, but would you guys be more siding towards perhaps letting Jesus go, for the simple fact that, you know, he seems to have this reoccurring injury. isn't really scoring the amount of goals that we need. Yeah, he does do other things on the pitch, but we need goals, that is what we need from our striker. So do you bring in Ivan Toney? He's our number 9, let go of Jesus and hold on to Eddie. I mean, that is what I would perhaps do. Let me know what you guys will do. I hate just saying, talking about letting players go and stuff like that. But that would be my preferred choice. Obviously, Eddie is younger also as well. So, yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that. And there is what's going on in the chat. I've got to keep my eye on you guys. Sorry, Ishaki, I'm just telling the truth. So let's revert back. It looks like J1 Johnson hates Chelsea. Oh, and J1's come back saying, sorry, Ashaki, I'm just telling the truth. Going back to what I was saying, J1 Johnson is saying, I wouldn't sell Nketiah, especially to West Ham. So J1 is agreeing with me on that one, to keep hold of Eddie and bring in more. I mean, if we are lacking goals, you don't really want to be getting rid of your strike force, in my opinion, which is why I think, it's important to hold on to Eddie and add Ivan Toney. If I had to, or is there another player that you'd perhaps get rid of? So maybe keep Jesus, keep Eddie, bring in Toney. That is 3 strikers. And then, get rid of someone else. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. If I had to pick to sell one, I would pick Jesus. Amazing player, but he's very injury prone and he's not scoring 20 to 25 goals. Exactly. So J1 Johnson is in agreement with me on that one. Goals is what win you games, and that is what we are lacking. So yeah, let's do that. Kofi is saying, or get rid of both. All right, so Kofi, if we get rid of both of our strikers, so both Eddie and Jesus, what is your expectations? What would you do in order to rectify this issue that we seem to have at the club? You're going to get rid of both of them. What are you going to do to fix the problem? Benzema will work rather than Toney. So we have also been linked to Benzema. We've been linked to him for some time. Benzema, do you feel like he is the long-term solution? I mean, he's older than me. I think if we are bringing in a striker, we want to bring in someone, for the long term. Either we bring someone who is just going to sort of be here temporary, or we sort of rectify the problem if we can in this transfer window and think more long-term for the solution. Is Benzema the long-term, short-term solution? Sell Jesus, bring Benzema. That man is also hungry for Arsenal. Yeah, he's been hungry for some time. Now I'm seeing a big scoreline. I mean, I'll probably lose my mind if it does result in this. So the bearded vegan is saying Arsenal to win 9-1 today. 9-1. Can you imagine if we score 9 goals? So imagine, we literally go from not being able to score any goals, go to Dubai and come back and score 9 goals. I mean, if that is the case, then we need to be booking trips to Dubai a bit more often. I would absolutely love to see that. Definitely get that goal difference up. Yeah, that will be great to see. Kofi saying, no way, Eddie should leave. Jesus has more to his name than Eddie. All right, yeah, I guess if you're sort of looking at what Jesus has done, when he was at Man City and his experience and all of that, then yeah, you can say that. But it's about the here and now, what is happening now what is the player bringing to the team now and what's going to happen going forward. So yeah, I feel like Can someone check the stats? Tell me who scored more goals, Eddie or Jesus? But we do need to also factor in that Jesus has been out injured, and we do need to factor in that he is quite injury prone as well. Oh, sorry, the bearded vegan actually made a mistake. He meant 10-1, you know, an extra 10, an extra goal definitely makes a huge difference. Ahmed is saying today's prediction is 3-1 to Arsenal. Would love to see that. Dick Willis is saying, I would pick Toney over Benzema because of good energy. Arsenal lack someone scoring from out of the box. Yes, I would definitely pick Toney, over Benzema as well. I feel like Toney is more of the long-term solution to the issue that we have. So I'm definitely more in favour of Ivan Toney over Karim Benzema. What else are you guys saying? All right. Blowing 65 mil on Kai has literally put the club under financial fair play scrutiny. Was he worth it? Even the German coach plays him at left back. Arteta has buried his career with this stupid decision. Okay, George definitely does not sound happy at all with, Kai Havertz coming to Arsenal for 65 million. I mean, is there any players that you would, sort of sell in order to be able to spend money on someone like Ivan Toney? And if Kai Havertz is playing left back, then shall we play him at left back today? Very versatile, eh? Left back, midfield, striker. Might as well even just try him in goal. I mean, you guys do know that Arteta does like a versatile player, and he's showing some versatility there. Just a bit of banter with you guys. What's that? Do you ever think that City sold us Jesus and Zinchenko to sabotage us? I wouldn't more so say it's to sabotage us. They've let go of the players for a reason. And, at the end of the day, we're not obligated to buy any players. We made that decision to buy these players. So I personally wouldn't put the blame to Man City or sort of look at it in that light, because we are the ones who bought these players. So I feel like with Jesus, City perhaps, sold him because, maybe because of, injury problems or whatever. There's a reason why City have let go of these two players. In terms of Zinchenko, I feel like he seems like he prefers to be in the midfield more than the left back, which is, why I did say maybe play Kivior at left back. I don't feel like Zinchenko always shows them defensive qualities. So, there's a reason why Man City have, let these two players go. And, we saw something in them. And yeah, let's see how that all pans out. When will Timber and Thomas be back on the pitch? We miss those lads. Yes, we do miss Thomas Partey for sure. And Timber was just a tease. I mean, we did see him play in the Community Shield, and I loved what I saw from Timber. And I am really, really missing him, and I cannot wait for his return. I hope and pray it is very, very, very soon that we see Timber back in that left back position. Can't get rid of both. Who's going to back up Toney if he joins? That is my point exactly. We can't get rid of both of our strikers. We have got a problem of scoring goals. So it'd be absolutely crazy to get rid of both of our goal scorers, our strikers, bring in Toney, and then, if Toney is out injured, if he misses a game or anything happens, what do we do? We're back to square one. So yes, I 100% agree with you. Do not get rid of both of the strikers. Sorry, Shah, I forgot to say, I'm really enjoying your 28-day Move Your Body Challenge videos so far. Listen, for anyone who does not know, I am a personal trainer and I have got a 28-day Move Your Body challenge, which is now currently live on my YouTube channel. Guys, you need to go and check it out. I am bringing you various workouts. We are working all the muscles in your body every day. You know, is a different workouts. We've got full body, we've got upper body, lower body, abs and core, glutes. We've got cardio. We've got it all going on. We've even got rest days. Yeah. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the 28-day challenge on this YouTube channel. And it's not too late to start. Listen, start from day one. Put it in your diary, in your calendars, and get involved. And guys, thank you so much as well for, you know, your feedback. And I'm so happy to hear that you guys are enjoying this 28-day challenge. Let me know as well. I know we are here to preview the game, but let me know if you guys would like to do a live workout with me. I really, really do want to know. Let me know. Maybe from the 28-day challenge, I could do one of the workouts live with you. So let me know if you guys would be interested in working out live with Charlene Smith. Let me know. Big up yourself, Charlene. Amazing work you're doing. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, I just love the support that you guys give to me. Honestly, it means so much. So thank you. And I know you've been following the challenge as well, J1, and enjoying it. So well done. Well done for all of your great work as well, because I must say, these workouts ain't, you know, that easy. So they are a bit challenging. So well done to all of you guys for committing, for working. And listen, there are going to be days where you feel like, I don't want to do this. You don't care. Get up and do it. Okay. So well done, and give yourselves credit for, you know, doing well and keeping up with it. Arteta, man, needs to bring something on group. Okay, let's talk about Arteta as well. Who feels like Arteta perhaps needs to change up his tactics a bit? Because I feel like we are a bit predictable, and you know, managers. We're coming up against Roy Hodgson. He's obviously an experienced manager. You know, he's gonna sort of know how to play, how to sort of, you know, figure us out and how to capitalize. I feel like we need to try and do something different. Everything we're doing seems to be the same thing. You can't do the same thing and expect a different outcome. So I do feel like Arteta perhaps needs to make some changes as well to our gameplay, and just try something a little bit different and see if we can get some results from that. So that is what I am saying on that. Let me know if you guys feel the same as well. Ashoke saying that will be great. Me doing workouts with the beautiful Charlene Smith. So Ashoke is all up for doing the live workouts. I love that. Ahmed is saying, love those workout videos. Made me fit. Big love. I'm glad to hear that your fitness has improved. Listen, keep going. And I also recommend that you guys get your daily steps in. I am someone, I love walking. Anyone that knows me knows that I walk long distances. You guys know I'm training for a marathon also. So I also run for long distances. But get in your steps. There's so much benefits to walking. You know, it's great cardio, great endurance. It's good for weight loss. It's good for keeping fit. It's good for your heart health. It's good to just move your body. It's relaxing. It's good for you mentally as well. You know, it's got so many benefits. So in addition to doing these workouts that I am providing in the 28-day Move Your Body challenge, do also go for walks. As you guys can see and hear, I am very, very passionate about, you know, moving your body and taking care of your health and your well-being. So make sure you guys do get your steps in also. Why does Arteta never seem to take the blame when we lose games, especially when there's questionable substitutions, etc.? The players take all of it. I guess so. And I mean, for me personally, when I feel like, Arteta could have done something differently, I am personally very vocal, in terms of the substitutions. If I feel like, well, he's taken a bit too long to make them substitutions, then I do highlight that and say, well, actually, Arteta should have made the substitutions earlier. I do give my views on the starting 11 and the decisions that Arteta does make. So yeah, that is me personally, what I do. I know other fans are quite vocal as well on how they feel about Arteta's decision making and everything. So yeah, I mean, does that sort of answer your question? Do you feel like the players are taking all the blame? But I guess there are moments where it's like you can't blame the manager because he's put out a starting 11 that should perform. The football that we're playing is good, and it's like, okay, well, there are times when it's like, well, what else would you want Mikel Arteta to do? Like, he's done what he's needed to do, but on this occasion, it's the players who haven't, played their part. So there are moments where it's like, okay, you actually cannot blame Arteta for this. But there are moments where it's like, okay, yep, Arteta, I'm going to point you out on that one. So, you got to be fair. That's right, Shah. I've seen you doing runs on your Instagram story. Oh, thank you. Yes, listen, I've been running a lot. There has been a few times that I haven't actually put on my story. But yes, and I must say, over here in the UK, it is freezing. Like, the roads are icy. It is cold outside. We're faced with -5 degrees. So anyone here that lives in a hot country all year round, you perhaps wouldn't understand what that feels like, especially if you've never left your hot country. It is very difficult, like mentally as well as physically, to be running in these conditions. Obviously, you got to wear appropriate clothing that's going to keep you warm, but also you don't want to get too hot when you're running. Well, that's me personally, because you're obviously, training, like you're going to sweat. So you don't want to be too hot, but you don't want to be too cold. And I must say, some days I'm like, oh my God, this is hard. Like, I do, face challenges mentally, like, I don't want to run in this cold, but you got to get on with it. I am very harsh and very strict on myself. If I know I have to do something, then I've got to do it. I don't care if I'm cold. I don't care about the temperature. I don't care if it's pouring down with rain. I run in the rain also. I need to get it done. Yeah, that's the type of mentality that I've got. I'm going to do it. Like, nothing's going to stop me. But I must say, it is cold. Even if I'm running and just moaning to myself, I don't care. Moan, but get it done. Yeah, that's the mentality and the mindset of Charlene Smith. No comfort zones around here. J1 is saying, maybe play Nelson. He's been playing well. Listen, Nelson has been doing really, really well. And I wouldn't mind seeing Reece Nelson play. I do feel like, though, Arteta will actually start Martinelli. I feel like it will be Martinelli and Saka who does actually start in today's game. But Reece Nelson is a good option. What else are you guys saying? I am going to start rounding off very, very soon. George is saying, I honestly think we've reached the ceiling with Mikel. He's got nothing more or better to offer. Oh, this is a very, very bold statement, George. I can understand where you're coming from. If you sort of look at the way that we're playing, it's almost as if, okay, we're doing the same thing. We haven't got a plan B. We haven't got another option. Yeah, so I can understand when you're saying that in that respect and that regard. However, I am going to give my opinion on this. And I feel like Mikel Arteta is still learning. I feel like he is someone who sort of has a vision of what he wants, and he sticks with it, and he will keep pressing and pressing and pressing on it until it happens. We saw that, when he started introducing his style of football, and initially it wasn't working. And, we were struggling, and it's like, oh my God, I was getting concerned thinking the players don't even understand what is expected of them. But Arteta stuck with it, and then it came to light. It came good. we started winning, we started getting results, the team started gelling, everything started to work out. So I can understand what you're saying, but I feel like Arteta is the type of manager where it's like, well, I'm not just going to give up because it's not working. But in this regard, I feel like he needs to make some changes, stick to what it is that, you believe in for sure. But if you can see something isn't working, maybe tweak some things, try something a little bit different. So I don't feel like Arteta has reached the ceiling. I feel like he's still young. I feel like he's still learning. I feel like he is a fantastic manager. I really do have a lot of faith and belief in Arteta, and I feel like he is going to do something special with us. So my view is don't give up just yet in believing in Arteta, but he does need to try something a bit different, try and make some tweaks. The bearded vegan is saying, thoughts on Ian Wright coming out of retirement to help us score some goals. I mean, come Ian! Yeah, let's bring Ian Wright in. Get him to score some goals for us. Although I cannot see that happening. J1 is saying, second Arteta isn't the right move, especially now when we have got momentum. Listen, I know some fans were getting really, really frustrated with the recent results that we had, because I did do a live and I spoke to you guys and you guys were very vocal. You guys came live with me to discuss your thoughts, your feelings, and there were some people that were saying, all right, get rid of Arteta and whatever. But I don't feel like that is the solution. I mean, there was fans that was like, no, have faith, have belief, be patient. We'll come back. We'll bounce back. There are also fans, on the other hand, that are saying, maybe Arteta isn't the man. But let's look at all the changes Arteta has made in his time there. We can't expect everything to just happen overnight. Good things take time. And if we was to get rid of Arteta, who are we going to bring in? Okay, so if you are someone who is saying, oh yeah, it's Arteta's fault, sack him. Tell me, who are you going to bring in at this moment in time who is better than Mikel Arteta, who is going to make something happen? I don't feel like sacking Arteta is going to resolve it. I feel like he's a fantastic manager and he's going to win us stuff. Are you happy that Gabriel Jesus is back? Listen, I do not like when any of our players are injured. So I'm always happy to hear, players are fit, well, and they are back. So yes, definitely happy to hear he is back for sure. Arteta has connected the club with the fans again. Exactly. And that is a key point, crucial point to make, because there are a lot of fans that didn't want to buy Arsenal shirts. They didn't want to go to the Emirates, It wasn't a positive vibe. And now it's the complete opposite. Stadiums, the Emirates is sold out. I'm always getting people asking me for tickets. It's so difficult, to get a ticket to the game. And that is Arteta's hard work. Even football shirts, if you don't literally buy them when they come out, then you may not get one. It's difficult sometimes. And by the way, there is a shirt that I did not get, which I'm gutted about because it just sold out instantly, which is the Jamaica one. Yeah, I'm gutted. I still want that. So if anyone wants to give me theirs, please, I really want it. So yeah, let me carry on reading what J1 is saying, and has got the fans believing again. Exactly, so much belief with his work on and off the pitch and signings, the way he works with players. Exactly. We see that he does like versatility, and he is a very, very smart man. I say this all the time, but he's an intelligent man, and you guys need to remember, I'm telling you this. Play Trossard false nine. We tore Seville apart when he played. I mean, that is an option. We can also play Trossard in the false nine as well. With Trossard, I don't mind whether he starts or if he comes back. The reason I don't normally put him in my starting 11 is because he's someone who could come off the bench and score goals. So that's why I'm like, okay, we're going to utilize him in that respect and play someone else ahead of him. Arteta is still not like his boss, Pep Guardiola. It's not about him trying to be like Pep. Everyone is unique. Everyone is individual. And we need to accept and appreciate Arteta for who he is as an individual. Yes, he did spend time with Pep Guardiola and everything, but that doesn't mean we want to replicate, you know, Pep Guardiola. You know, everyone is different. There are no two people who are exactly the same. So Arteta will have his pros, he'll have his cons, he'll have his strengths, his weaknesses, just like Pep Guardiola. I appreciate Mikel Arteta for who he is, and I wouldn't really want. I mean, this is just my characteristic and who I am as an individual. You know, I don't want Arteta to be Pep Guardiola, you know? So he's got a lot of qualities though. By the way, Charlene, my city is usually -15 to -25 in winter. George, what city are you in? We play football and run outside in these temperature. -5 will be hot for me. Oh my God, listen. Whenever I go out in my -5 run, I'm going to be thinking of you and thinking, Charlene, you cannot even complain about anything. -25. Oh my God, like that is crazy. How do you cope with that? See, I would really, really struggle. I don't think I could run in that. I guess when you're born somewhere and you're used to it, you just adapt. But -25, mate, I would not even leave the house. And what is your summer like? What is your hot weather like? Well, I guess -5 is your hot weather. George, please let me know, what country are you based in? Guys, do you want to try and predict what country George is based in? I'm going to predict Canada because I think Canada gets quite cold. Or what is the place? Is it the North Pole? It's not the North Pole. What is the place that's like really, really cold and like it's literally icy and there's like polar bears that are like living there? Guys, forgive me, my geography is not the greatest, but there's a country, I've seen it on TV and there's like literally polar bears living there and it's really cold. And they wear, like the people that live there literally wear clothes that are like furry. Oh God, I'm really sorry for this description. They literally wear furry clothes. This is really bugging me now. I really want to know what country this is. All right, guys. While you guys are gonna help me on this geographical question and let me know what country it is that I am trying to describe, because I could picture it in my mind, but I can't remember the name of it. Live in northern China. China. Does China get this cold? Are you joking with me, George? Does China get to -25? I am actually going to Google that because I didn't think China gets that cold. Are you joking or are you being serious? All right, northern China. I'm reading while I'm typing. Northern China, coldest weather. Coldest weather. Let's see. 6 degrees at present. What is the coldest temperature in North China? -50. What? 52. What? So Mo City holds the record of the lowest temperature in China at -53 degrees. So that is 63.4 Fahrenheit. Oh my God, I thought you was actually joking. Wow. Wow, China gets that cold. Google Harbin, Beijing, and Xinjiang. Oh my God, George, I didn't know it gets that cold in China for some reason. Wait, wait, what is the weather in China right now? I just thought it was similar to London, maybe, or to the UK. Let's see, Beijing, current weather. How did I not know this? So the current temperature, oh, it's -1 right now in Beijing. So it's pretty similar weather to what we have over here at present. Oh my God, -53. How do you survive that? Oh my gosh. All right, I have definitely learned something new. Oh, there you go, Tyrone. Thank you. Antarctica, that is the country that I was thinking of. Do people live in Antarctica? Wow. Yeah, you guys just know me too well. That is the country I was thinking of. It's going to get very windy on Sunday in the UK. Well, thank you very much for the weather update, Ashoke. Mate, I just want it to be summer. This cold weather is just not doing it for me. All right, I'm going to quickly read some stats for you guys before I head off. So after a run of just one win in 8 Premier League games against Crystal Palace, where they have drawn 5 and lost 2 from 2018 to 19 to 2021 to 22, Arsenal have now won each of their last 3 against the Eagles. And we did see earlier on in the season, we did go to Selhurst Park and get that 1-0 win against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have won just one of their last 12 Premier League away games against Arsenal, where they have drawn 4 and lost 7, winning 3-2 in April 2019. Crystal Palace have picked up fewer points in Premier League London derbies this season than any other side, where they have won 1, drawn 3 and lost 3. So they've only picked up 6 points. Away from home, the Eagles have won just one of their last 17 matches against fellow London clubs, where they have drawn 9 and lost 7. A 2-1 victory at West Ham in November 2022. Arsenal have lost their last 2 Premier League London derby matches, as many as in their previous 25 combined, where Arsenal have won 17 and drawn 6. The Gunners haven't lost 3 consecutive such games since March 1993. So let's not do that now, eh? That is what I say. Arsenal have taken just 4 points from their last 15 available in the Premier League, winning once, drawing once, and losing 3. They had only dropped 9 points from their opening 15 league games this season beforehand, where they had won 11, drawn 3, and lost 11. Listen, what I'm saying is today is a must-win game. We really need to go out there and play with some intensity. You know, keep up the amazing work that we have been doing in our gameplay, but be more clinical, be more ruthless, take some risk, try something a bit different. Don't just try to walk the ball into the box. Let's do something a bit different today. You know, we really need to utilize the players that we do have available, and we need to just strengthen up on our strengths. So in that respect, what I'm saying is we can create chances. Let's finish them. Today is a must-win game for us. It is a big, big game today against Crystal Palace, taking place at the Emirates Stadium. I want nothing less than 3 points today. My score prediction is 3-0 Arsenal. Big up to Abu is saying we should be winning this game. I have a feeling, Charlene, and I'm feeling exactly the same. We do know Palace have been struggling. They did have the game during the week. You know, we're coming back from a break. We need to go out there and really get the 3 points today. From now on, it's not Charlene Smith anymore. It's Charlene Stats, since she loves reading the stats before the game. Listen, I just want to let you guys know what the stats are, as well as, you know, voicing opinions and everything. But guys, listen, thank you so much for joining this live show with myself, Charlene Smith. As you guys know, it's always a pleasure speaking to you. I'm feeling really excited about today's game. Guys, enjoy the game. We need 3 points. I will be at the Emirates Stadium, and I will be back later, you know, to discuss today's results. So do tune back in later on. Look out for me on YouTube, on Instagram, to provide you with the specific time that I will be going live. Yeah, I can't give you a time right now. Apologies. I don't know what time I'll be back home. Depends on the result. It's been a good live. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go. Big up to you, Tyrone. Bye, Shah. Enjoy the game. And bye. Listen, sending lots of love to each and every single one of you worldwide. I really, really do love you guys. Support. George is going for a 2-0 Arsenal win. Guys, get all of your predictions up in the comments. And I'm looking forward to speaking to you later. And I'm also looking forward to the game. Enjoy, and I'll see you later. I'm Charlene Smith, and I'm signing out. Bye for now.